Hi, Chris, Mulberry Grove Family Farm again. I wanted to take some time to show you this cover crop that we planted. It was an experiment to see what we could do for cattle grazing. So we had about 50 acres or so that we needed to renovate in some alfalfa. We put most of it in beans, but we took 10 acres of it and we put it in this cover crop. The cover crop is made up of Japanese millet, which is all this tall stuff that you see here. We have some oats down there. We have some barley down in there. We have peas were supposed to be in there. They didn't really come up. And we have turnips down in there. The turnips turned out really well. They're throughout this. And the Japanese millet, obviously, we were experimenting on the percentage or mixture of seed. We went too heavy on the Japanese millet. It really came up gangbusters, and it kind of stunted the rest of the seed that we put down out. It really dominated. But we do have quite a bit of other stuff underneath here, the barley and the oats. The peas, definitely we couldn't really find anything of them. And the turnips are great. So what we'll do next is we'll go and kind of walk around a little bit in here. We'll try to give you some of the scale, the size of this cover crop, and we'll also try to show you some of the detail of like the turnips and the oats. The one thing about this is that it was an experiment. I had hoped to be able to feed this out to the cattle, but you know, we weren't able to do it because we didn't have the fence up in time. So our loss is the wildlife's gain. It should support, you know, quite a bit of wildlife in here for the seeds. Also, the deer will really like the turnip. So anyway, our loss is their gain. It'll be nice to see this later in the year, in winter when the snow fills in here and the wildlife really utilizes this later in the year. So in here here is the turnip. Now in where it's real congested in here, the turnip came out to be about that size. You know, pretty small, a lot of green leaves on it. And then we've got, here's some barley over here. This is barley right here. You can tell by its kind of spiny looking head on it. Some green barley there. And then the oats in here, these are the oats. So you can see that we have the cover crop right here is pretty good, and then there's still some of the alfalfa down in there also. Here's some where there's a few openings. We have some good sized turnips. George, you want to pull that turnip out? So those are some of the turnips when they get the light on them. And there are quite a few throughout here. Thanks for checking us out at Mulberry Grove Family Farm. And if you have any questions or comments, just drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you.